They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. Three-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And able to haul it in is Kittle. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Hurry up. 11, 11. Hey, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Four down. Hey, hut.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
I got you.
This is Brito. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. 11.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now it's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big run there by Freeman. 43 yards. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
Well, when you talk with his
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, while we've got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks, undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give him some good play in Los Angeles.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He gets this one to Garcon. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go ahead. Wait.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, not back on their heels.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
So here comes a 49er offense yet again. Let's discuss the 49er running game while they trot out there. Carlos Hyde is, of course, gone. He's now in Cleveland. What do you make of the backfield as we move into 2018?
A little bit jumbled right now here in the preseason because of a lot of injuries. Jerick McKinnon, who came over from Minnesota, expected to be their lead back. He's dinged up, will not play the rest of the preseason. Neither will Matt Breida nor Joe Williams. All of them out of action. So right now, the top 2 runners, Raheem Mostert and Jeremy McNichols. McNichols from Boise State was with Tampa for a while last year before signing with the 49ers. And Mostert, as a kid, offered a surfing contract at one point before becoming an NFL running back.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
12, fellas, here we go. 11, 11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
21, 21, 11, 11.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Freeman again. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Ryan. I know it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for a loss of 5. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, come on.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
21.
They'll toss it to Breida. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Gold is able to put it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Now it's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Go ahead, go ahead.
They run with Breida, and he's got room. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
I got you, I got you. 45. Mike, 45. Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Let's go. 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On third down, that's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also fourth.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.